Okay, quick thing before I start. Sorry that I've been gone for so long. I don't intend, like, I wasn't planning to not post all this time. It just happened like that. Time is not real. And second of all, I've been streaming on Twitch a lot. So if you want to see more of me, follow me on Twitch. I'm MondayTheWitch there. Also link in my link tree in the description. And yeah, come hang out. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, but I do some other stuff too. And soon I will start a Minecraft series on 1.17 because Havenscapes is coming back. If y'all didn't know, I started out as a Minecraft YouTuber and here we are. So yeah, follow me on Twitch. As you may or may not know, depending on what social media you follow me on, a while back I was dealing with Thrips that originated on one of my Calatheas. I don't know how, it just got past me. It spread. For a while I thought that I had dealt with it. Yes, I saw 1 or 2 bugs, but they were on the same plants and, you know, I dealt with it swiftly. However, recently I have noticed more of my plants having thrips / other bugs, and I would get rid of it. I would treat the plant, I would check surrounding plants, you know, if I noticed it on somewhere else, I would treat those plants too, but inevitably what happens is that I don't notice something very, very small on a different plant, the infestation spreads there, and the cycle starts all over again, and essentially these bugs are jumping from plant to plant. I am sick of it. I have decided that I've had enough, and I'm going to be addressing that today. How, you may ask? Well, by treating every single one of my plants all at once at the same time. Now, I have set aside basically this whole day to do so, and it is quite the undertaking, because yes, I could shove them all in my bathtub and power hose them down. However, that is not alone going to achieve literally anything. Maybe a couple of bugs will get washed away, but that's not gonna do anything. What I need to do, some of these plants I need to trim, I need to cut away some things because damage and my neglect, because okay, let me backtrack a little bit. Because of these bugs, I have also neglected them slightly because I cannot tell what is bug damage and what is other types of damage, so I've kind of just been like leaving them alone unless they're like really bad and like look real shit, but there is some stuff that I need to address in that sense. So I will be, where it applies, I will be trimming leaves and whatever, and I will be of course washing them. I will be spraying them with pesticide / a solution of alcohol, dish soap, and water, because I don't think I have enough pesticide for the entirety of my plants. I was meaning to buy some more yesterday, but I forgot. I will be wiping all of the plants down, all the leaves, underleaf stems, and I will also be washing each plant with as much pressure as permits, because some of my plants are more delicate than others, and this is definitely going to be a process. I will be filming me doing so, but I will not speak for most of it. It'll probably just be a time lapse of me doing this shit because it's gonna take a long time and I'll probably be watching something in the background. Anyway, that is my problem, and I have decided to address it today and put a stop to the bullshit, because plant care is becoming not fun for me anymore because of these stupid bugs. So now I will go over to my bathroom, set up, and just quickly decide the order of things that I'm gonna do, and also, you know, which plants in order, etc. I will also be putting a plastic bag around each of the pots and the plants so that just the plant part is exposed before I do anything to any plant, because I don't want soil getting everywhere. I don't want the pesticide getting in the soil, even though the type of pesticide that I have, it is not anything harsh, it's not harsh chemicals, but even so, I would like to avoid that, and just in general soil going everywhere, so I have to do that as well. My soul is leaving my body, so my voice is also leaving me, but this is my bathtub. I don't know what the best, honestly, angle is to film any of this because there's just no good way, so I'm hoping that you can see enough from there that it's fine. This is not a comfortable angle to get into frame, but this is an example of a plant that is neglected because of bugs. So this is the result of bugs and neglect. I'll be wearing gloves just in case, even though this is not harsh chemicals, still chemicals, and you know, I'll get a lot of water. I don't want my hands wet, so I have this pesticide and I have some 10-liter bin bags that I will be putting around the pots so that soil doesn't go everywhere. For plants like these, I will first, well, put the bag around them, then I will wash them, then I will trim them, and then I will treat them. For some plants, they don't really need as much care because they don't look so bad, but one like this needs just a bit of extra care.
Okay, voiceover Amanda time. So what I did is I first of all put plastic bags around the pots of the plants and tie them around the plant. This prevents, you know, any soil going anywhere when I power hose them. It prevents a lot of the pesticide getting into the soil when I spray them down. It just in general avoids a lot of mess, and it is a little bit of an extra step, but you know. Then I'm also trimming all the parts that are damaged of these plants, you know, just cutting away with scissors. And then I am very, very carefully spraying down all the parts of the plant. So the fronts, the backs especially, all the stems, making sure that every part of the plant is covered with this pesticide, and basically this pesticide with its force kind of throws off the thrips. Like they just slide off, like the babies too, they kind of just slide off the plant because of the oils. And this pesticide is like a certain oil base. It's not neem oil, it's something else, I forget, but it basically first of all, when I spray them, they usually just like slide off with the flow of how it flows off the leaf, and also in general it kind of traps them and suffocates them and kills them. But I let them sit for a while with the pesticide and then I power hose them, after which I very carefully go and wipe down each leaf, all the plant, every single thing, so it's dry, so this disturbs anything that is still left there, and make sure that everything is swept away. For some, I used also a paintbrush to be even more diligent for some plants that have even more like nooks and crannies, especially the ones where I've noticed thrips the most, so that's where I took the most care. And essentially I did this for every single one of my plants in that area.
Hello. This is day 10 million of me dealing with pests. I am this close to just like throwing them all away and starting fresh. That's a joke, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not crazy. So we just saw the time lapse of me going crazy. I spent an entire day, you know, spraying, wiping, washing my plants to get rid of bugs, primarily thrips and whatever else may be there. There just seems to be more of them. I don't know, like maybe it's because I'm just more diligent now about checking all the plants daily because I want to keep them away. They just keep appearing. I keep spraying my plants with the stupid pesticide. It is not doing any harm to the plants. I'm making sure not to keep them in direct sunlight when I spray them, by the way, because the chemicals can like have a reaction with like heat, and the chemicals I'm using are not very harsh, so maybe they're not getting all the bugs. But it should work. It is, I forget what the oil is called. It is primarily based on a type of oil, which basically means that, you know, it traps and suffocates and gets rid of the bugs. But I don't know, there's more of them, and I am losing my mind because I don't know where they're coming from, because I spray these plants down so meticulously. Like, it's not like I just I like go everywhere. I spray all the front leaves, the back leaves, the stems, everything, and then I check back the next day and there's bugs on them. Also, I look like shit because it's the morning and I wasn't bothered to put on makeup for this part of the video. I don't know what to do. And you might say, well, obviously, like, if you find bugs and then you clean that plant and then it comes back, you're starting the same cycle again that you mentioned at the start of the video about, you know, that it's jumping from plant to plant. But it's not even that. Like, I take this, let's say I have a plant which I found new bugs on, so I bring it to my bathroom with no other plants, spray it down do what I need to do, and then I leave it there to dry so it doesn't drip everywhere, and then I come back to check it before I put it back into general population, and there's bugs. At this point, I don't know what to do because I will genuinely look into predatory mites. I don't know if I will be able to get them. I will probably have to, I don't know, it's gonna be either super expensive to ship them here, or I will have to go somewhere in possibly Germany to get them. I am so sick of this. I'm just so frustrated. This was supposed to be literally such a quick video. I was supposed to be done the day I filmed it. I was gonna be like, okay, even if I don't edit it that same day, you know, maybe I'll put an update. But then it took me a little while to edit, and then I kept having more bugs. So I didn't feel right to just have the video like as it is, because that didn't fix my problem. I still have pests, and I feel like even more than before. And it's probably not physically more pests than I had before I did the whole time lapse, but it's obviously because I'm very more diligent about checking every plant every day. But I am so sick of this. I'm never gonna have a video because I'm never getting rid of these pests. See you in another 10,000 years when I'm still dealing with pests. Okay, it's day, I don't know, who cares? I am slightly concerned because since my last update, the situation is slightly better. I have noticed a lot less thrips. I have also been very diligent about checking every single day this area, all the leaves, all the plants. And if I notice anything, I go immediately spray them down with pesticide. Now, this is not the best because thankfully most of my plants are quite hardy and they don't really run the risk of getting burned with the pesticide that I'm using, since I mentioned before it is not super harsh. However, too much of it can burn them. I have burned my maculata. It is not happy. I had taken 2 cuttings some time ago and I saw that they had thrips, so I went to spray those cuttings down. This is what they look like now. This one at least has still this one, but this is what those cuttings look like. They are not having it. Thankfully, my other plants, which I care a lot more about, they're handling this like champs. 10 out of 10. I feel like I am starting to get the infestation a lot more under control. However, it is still very much so going on. Another issue is that in a week, I am leaving the country for 2 weeks. So I will not be home with my plants for 2 weeks. So now not only I have to worry about how all my plants are gonna get watered, how I'm gonna keep the humidity up in here for those 2 weeks, and I also have to take into account that there is a very high possibility that I will not be eradicating the thrips infestation in a week. So therefore, while I'm not here, they're probably going to multiply. The thought of that makes me want to die. I also mentioned that I want to look into getting some predatory mites. So they're mites essentially that will attack all the thrips, and once they're all eradicated, they will eventually just die out because they don't have long lifespans. But the problem with this is the closest place that I can get these predatory mites is through ordering them on the internet. Closest place that I can get them from is Germany. However, from what I've seen, it is too hot to order them currently. So these companies that sell these predatory mites aren't shipping them currently. So I will not be able to get them before I leave the country in a week. Second of all, they only ship within Germany. This is inconvenient. Thankfully, I do know someone who lives just right across the border in Germany, so I could probably like ship it to them. However, that's a whole another extra step that I have to go through and consider. I'm just going to keep being very, very diligent about all of my plants in this week, checking them as much as possible, hopefully every single day, keeping the humidity up. I've just been trying to, you know, keep everything in an environment where they don't thrive. It is not always easy. Anyhow, that's the update for today. I am never getting this video out. I don't know.